This is Ryan from Pittsburgh Music Magazine. I'm sitting here with Islander tonight, and they're getting ready to play on their headlining tour. And this is the last stop here in Pittsburgh at Altar Bar, and I'm going to have them introduce themselves and let you know what they do.
I'm JR. I play the guitar.
Zeke, I play bass.
Mikey, I do vocals.
Aaron, and I am a drummer.
And we have some new members in the band here, right?
Yes.
That's good.
Yep.
Old friends, new members.
Old friends, but new members.
Well, kind of. Old friends. Oldish. Anyway, continue.
Old age. So, obvious question, how's the tour been going?
Pretty good. Been pretty
Pretty
awesome,
awesome.
actually, yeah.
That's good.
Been surprised at some of the shows.
I've been watching some of the shows whenever people post stuff,
Yeah.
and they look very high energy,
Yeah.
which is great,
Yeah.
because that's how you guys feel. You guys obviously feed off the energy, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
Very
yeah.
much so, yeah.
Definitely.
I'm shocked how many people have been coming out. So, we didn't know, like you go on tour with all these big bands, and you can't really gauge where you're at because you're like, oh, there's a bunch of people here. Like, who are they here to see? And obviously, the big headliner. It's like, I think us doing this has kind of helped us realize that people really do care about what we're doing. So it's building.
well, that's good, because I don't know if you remember or not, but when I came here to see you guys with POD to cover that show, I bought a CD after I watched you guys because I was so blown away by the show. I was just like, Jesus, these guys are amazing.
What did he say? He's like, I know. I'm kidding.
But I mean, just such an amazing band, and I've been a fan since that night, and I just love it. I mean, I caught part of your set at Mayhem Fest, not much of it. That was the year I won an award they do there, and I didn't get to see the whole set. I just caught like the last song, and since I came here with POD last time we were here, just such an amazing band. Like I told JR after the show, and I'm sure you get this a lot because it's on Wikipedia and all that bullshit you see online, but it just reminds me so much of a band that melds Rage, Deftones, POD. It's like a resurgence of new metal to a point. I don't want to put labels on anything. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? It's what it reminds me of.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
I think the new metal word, that's definitely not something we want to associate with.
Yes.
But as far as those bands that played with passion and just didn't get up there and lip sync and all that kind of stuff, we definitely want to be in that realm of bands, and that's an honor to even be in the same sentence as some of those guys. So.
Yeah, so like I said, I don't like putting labels on stuff, and I apologize.
No,
please
no.
don't think I was doing
No,
that.
you just named a bunch of awesome bands.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. I was just saying like the new metal.
I know, because like I hate to.
Yeah.
I've had many conversations with other bands. Like I hate the term deathcore. Can't stand that. I don't like putting labels on bands because it's not fair. Because you might think that band is this, but they're really not. So I just appreciate what you guys do is what I should say, because it reminds me when I grew up.
Awesome.
I'm 42 freaking years old. When I was overseas in the Army and shit like that, I was listening to Limp Bizkit, Korn to get me through.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have a band like Islander, now for me. And it seems like that for my generation, And it seems like a lot of these.
But we wear skinny jeans. I don't know.
Nah, I think that's okay. I mean, you got Vans on. I mean, come on. Right?
Yep, it's true.
Right? All right. Okay, so going with music, some influences that do come into Islander.
You just want us to go down?
Yeah.
What comes into Islander? Tim Burton? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, do a little bit of Danny Elfman.
Danny.
With my new addition, I like to incorporate. I was really influenced by like Incubus, Incubus, the Mars Volta. That's definitely a lot of influence that I bring to the table, I'd say.
I like Zayo, and I like just like synth music, like Depeche Mode and stuff like that. Also bands like what you were saying, like POD, Blindside. stuff like that. So
Yeah, I'm kind of similar to Mikey, growing up on like new wave music, and then like the punk scene. Like Rancid was like one of the first, you know, aggressive bands I ever heard. And, you know, I just started playing after that. So
I don't know. Just kidding.
he wanted Guitar Hero. He never even wanted that.
I like a lot of ambient music, kind of stuff like worship music, and I like a lot of rock stuff though too. I like a lot of different stuff. I don't know if there's really one like band that heavily influenced me. Just a lot of different kinds of music.
Yeah.
So.
And it's like there was a band I caught named Gemini Syndrome, and it was like a lot of ambient stuff with like heavy music, and it was really cool to hear something like that, you know.
Cool,
So
yeah.
you know, I mean, but it's just cool to see what you guys are doing with your music, and it blows me away. Just blows me away. You know, Counteract. I love Coconut Dracula. I think that's such a sick song. You know, and it reminds me of I don't know, like a little bit of My Chemical Romance to a point. You know, something like that. You know, it's just how I feel as a fan listening to the music. You know what I get from it. You know, so. Obviously, I want to talk about the tour you guys recently just came off of, because I'm huge friends with these guys, love these guys, love Torn, and it just seemed like a sick bill. So how was it for you guys playing on a tour like that, you know, which was for me such a mix-up of eclectic music? You know, when you have Islander, you have Suicide Silence, and then you have Korn. You know, so how was it for you guys playing those shows, and how did the fans react to you guys?
we were well received actually. We didn't know what songs we should play and whatnot at first, but we just kind of played around with the set list for a couple of nights, found out what worked the best, and we were very surprised. We were well received. We became good friends with the Suicide guys. Those guys were so sweet. We toured with Mayhem as well. We both have a relationship with Korn, me and JR especially, and Larry. He didn't get to come on that tour, but he was out for a few days, like a week. It was just kind of, we had some fill-ins and stuff like that, but it was awesome. Those are some good friends of ours. It's family almost. So we did a song with Jonathan Davis on that tour too. That'll be coming out eventually in a little bit, but yeah, it was great.
It's awesome. Is there new music in the works? I mean, I've seen pictures of you guys in the studio. You know, is there anything you can tell us about what's going out, or is it?
We're writing. That's writing some cool stuff. So
It's called Holy. It's the new album title. It's all the stuff that they're doing sounds really cool. We haven't forced somebody to be like, you're the drummer, guitar player, so that's what you do. Aaron's come up with some guitar parts that we're probably going to use that sound awesome. Some piano stuff. JR's over there playing the xylophone. Zeke was sitting on the drums one night. I mean, it's just, we just want freedom. If we're going to make art, we don't want to be, just contain our own instrument.
You don't put labels on art, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the singer. He's the drum. You know what I'm saying? We know who's doing what, but it's the idea of, if I come up with a guitar part, it's not like everything's void that I do on guitar,
Yeah.
So we just want everybody to, if there could be a song that I don't even sing on the album. Maybe I play keyboard and JR will sing. So I don't know yet. I just think that it's going to be very much a diverse experience for us to record this one.
A diverse experience, but also you guys coming as unison, as one together, to make the album.
Yes,
of course.
Just it's going to be fun to experiment. I think I can say experiment. So just let's still be Islander, make those catchy, heavy songs.
Yeah.
So.
Now is that something like, is Victory behind you guys to give you guys that freedom and all that stuff?
Our last album, they didn't force us to change parts or whatnot. They gave us a lot of freedom and as far as what we wrote and stuff like that. So we don't concern ourselves with what anybody, whether it's a record label or even a fan. We create the music that we enjoy. We feel like people are going to go in and say, let's make an awesome album that we enjoy and we feel like we like, pretty decent music. So yeah, I think it'll speak for itself.
Yeah, that it's your music and the story. That's what it comes down to. I believe so. What is where did the thing come up with you walking into the crowd? Because when I seen it for the first time as a photographer, I was taking photos of the drummer, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh shit, look what he's doing over there. And it's become such a thing now. Like,
yeah, it has become such a thing, and I think it's funny because I never meant for it to be like a gimmick. It's just something that I used to see Christian from Blindside do, and HR from Bad Brains, Sonny from Chino from Deftones. There's so many people who do it. I just think that that's been lost for so long, maybe within music. That idea of there not being a separation from the crowd. We don't really like the idea of big barriers between us and our audience. We think that they're very much the show because we play shows where there's not a lot of people there. It's like it feels like practice. The show happens when the people are there. They are the show, and I think that a lot of times bands forget that the crowd, they're the rock stars, not us. Like I don't want to be a rock star. I want them to feel special when they come to shows. So.
I totally agree with you because it's like it's something you don't see. It's an interaction that you rarely see.
Lately, we've been bringing them on stage. Like instead of going out, I'm just like, you come here, like you just be like you be the band. Like, oh crap! Yeah, I'm like it's okay. They're cool. So.
I just always thought that was cool, because seeing you for the first time, not knowing Islander, I just instantly became a fan because of the music, because of those things. Your lighted microphone. I just
that was our tour manager actually. He was like, you want a light up microphone cord? Next thing I know, he's got me a light up microphone cord. I didn't use it. I haven't used it for a little bit because my hand was getting stuck in some parts, but we're talking about trying to figure out just getting the cord itself lit up and just maybe do some stuff like that. Like we're just always progressing, making it better and stuff. But yeah, the prototype definitely pretty rad.
I love it. I love this. Couple questions left if you don't mind, that I love to ask at the end of an interview. We'll start here, work our way down. Any other band you could be in that has been, gone, still around, whatever, what band would you be in and what would you play? Or what would you do?
Oh man. You know what? I love Chariot. So probably go ahead and just throw down on the drums in the Chariot.
If they got their band back.
Yeah, if they got their band back together, or something. I don't know, dude. Or actually, even playing guitar in a band like the Chariot. I think that would be awesome. That would be rad. Playing rhythm guitar in a band like the Chariot. Oh man, that would be so fun.
I think I like this band called The Drums a lot. Maybe if they let me play some keyboard parts for them. I don't know. I like this band. I like being in this band. But if we're gonna play a different type of music, I think The Drums. They're really catchy, poppy, synth music would be fun.
I would love to play guitar alongside Robert Smith here. Like that.
Wow.
That'd be dope.
That's sick.
Just look it over and be like, yeah, dude. This is crazy. I want to be in Copeland. Yeah. That's my favorite. They're so good at music. Favorite band, probably. Probably want to be the singer. My favorite stuff's the vocals, just the melodies and stuff they come up with. It's awesome. If I could sing.
Don't listen to him. He's got a beautiful voice.
You do.
If there was one festival that would be on your list to play in the future, what would it be?
Well, Aaron's already done it.
Aaron's already done all that.
Yeah. It'd be sick if we did Rock and Ring.
I've already done that.
I think he means Islander.
If I'm
What,
in an
Islander?
Islander, yeah. Being an Islander.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I would say probably Rock and Ring or something like that. That's good. That's in Germany for all
Fest is just ridiculous.
WrestleMania, Summer Sonic or something like that. I know it's not a festival, but it feels like one. I like to play WrestleMania.
Even like Summer Sonic or something like that. Australia, that's pretty nice.
That'd be super rad.
You sound weird.
Yeah. Whatever festival New York's playing, I'd be down.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Playing New York's band.
Oh yeah. I don't know what I would do. Oh yeah, she made a whole album one time, like just using like mouths instead of instruments, like they all do noises with their mouth. So I could play one of those. I could play in my mouth.
There you go.
Maybe I could do that.
I lost my train of thought for a second. One band that you guys would like to tour with, or could have toured with, that's around, not around.
Red Hot Chili Peppers and Deftones.
There's a good one.
That's for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we actually want to do that.
Yeah, we want to make that happen. Red Hot Chili Peppers and Deftones.
We're talking to those guys about that.
That's
actually.
awesome.
So if you guys see this interview, just let's do it.
My boy Jesus behind that camera, he knows Chino.
Really?
So, yeah.
There you go. All right.
There you go.
So,
Jesus, do something with this video.
please, Jesus.
What? Two other questions, and then that's it. I don't want to keep you guys. While you're on the road, are there any vices that you guys must have? Coffee, Monster.
Just horrible food.
These guys, dude. Taco Bell and McDonald's.
Not me.
Hell.
That's the vice. Like, nobody, we don't have any alcoholics. We don't have any drug addicts. We don't have anybody bringing, women into the band. It's nothing. It's all just
women.
Can I just say it's all shitty food?
Yeah, we're the Taco Bell and McDonald's guys.
Really?
It's just like farts, man. It's just like just
This cat right here.
It's so bad.
No joke. It's like
I'll eat healthy and be fine for a week, and then once I eat McDonald's,
it's borderline terrorism.
It's bad.
Like
it's gonna be banned. I had it my way.
So
He's gonna have his own party, like fart bus going around.
So it's something the military can probably weaponize.
Oh yeah.
If they can figure out a way to bottle up Zeke's farts into a juice and force all of the enemy to start vaping his farts.
There you go.
Like a vape juice.
Yeah, if they
I got a pack
if they
of those, so I make some up.
if they could vape juice his farts, they would go
Chemical war.
oh, and they would just pass out.
Chemical war.
Gas bomb.
Yeah, dude.
He smells good other than that.
Yeah, he's got a really nice
He's good.
I just need a phone charger on tour. That's all.
I mean, if you could get him like a straight line to lay in, like as far as the bed, like if he can just like stretch out all the way, and he has a little spot to plug his phone in,
You should.
dude, we'll be on like literally we'll be like driving 10 hours. We will stop to pee like 3 times. JR doesn't even wake up till we get to the venue. I have no clue.
It's like a 10-hour drive.
His urine just keeps like recycling through his body. It's weird. Get it?
He is back there like,
Last thing, is there anything you want to say out there to the YouTube world, Pittsburgh Music Magazine? I know you do some great charity work. So is there anything? Well, I mean, for the
But this or whatever. It's not really charity.
Well,
It's just more like hanging out.
Yeah, it's more like hanging out.
for me, anything that's done nice for somebody, I think is a charity. So
But you brought us cookies.
Well,
Yeah, dude.
yeah. Well,
You're doing charity more than I am. I didn't bring you any cookies.
well, you're letting us come to your show, and that's a charity as far as I'm concerned. So,
Might be charity for us.
dude, I appreciate that. That's awesome.
well, I'm friends with a lot of bands, and a lot of bands I'm sure, like Emir, Vacation Strain, Suicide Sonic, and those guys just appreciate anything. So I try to do something because I get to come and watch a show, and I get to sit down with you guys. And that means the world to me.
We appreciate
man.
it.
So,
Thanks for supporting music.
hell yeah. Like we've said numerous times, him and I'm going out and buying a CD. I'm not downloading it. I'm not buying it off of iTunes. I want the physical copy so I can open it. I can read what you guys say to your fans, who you think, the words. I'm wanting to hear the lyrics and see the lyrics.
I like it, dude. I love opening up the CD and smelling it.
Oh yeah.
That new smell, I don't know.
I always keep it
I
plastic
can't do that.
around.
I've tried doing it on iTunes, but I'm just like smelling
It's worth the same. It's just not the same.
Well, is there anything you guys would like to say before we end this?
Thank you so much for listening to us. We have a new album coming out next year at some point. And yeah, we love you guys. Thanks to Pittsburgh Magazine for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Love you guys.
Peace. Pizza.